up YouTube? It's Kylie Martin here, and in today's video we're going to be teaching you guys how to ride dirt jumps. So let's get to it. As with every video, like we started off, you want to make sure you have safety first. We need our helmet and preferably have gloves because it is dirt jumps. If you fall, your hands are going to be what's saving you. So make sure that you're wearing both just to be safe. So just a little disclaimer at the start of the video here. A lot of the modern bike parks, like right now we're at Yale Webb's Action Sports Park, you can see there's a wooden lip versus like an actual dirt lip. You're still landing to dirt, you're not landing on wood. But the dirt lip is going to take you a little bit different than a wooden lip would. So it's going to be a little bit harder to explain that part, but you're going to learn pretty much the gist of it. It's the same concept, just a little bit more pulling if you're going off of a dirt lip. So for those of you that come from a racing background, it'll be a little bit easier to understand. When you're going up to a jump, you kind of want to preload in a way. So you're going to be kind of pumping down, getting close to your bike, so that when you get off of the lip, you're going to be able to explode up. So I guess the way to think of it would be if you're pumping through a rhythm section, you want to be light when you reach the top so that you can push down harder on the back end. It's the same concept for jumping, except you're going to change it in the aspect of as soon as you see your front wheels start to go off the top of that lip, you already want to be pulling up. So you can grab that air, and then when you land, you want to push down just like you would on the backside of the pump. As you guys could see in that was pretty much just the basic, where like I said, you get to the bottom of one jump, you're pumping, and then you're starting to float up light, and then when you get to the backside and you can see you're landing, you're gonna push down. Always spot your landing. That's gonna help you, and that's gonna be one of your biggest strengths when you're doing this. Obviously, as you start out, you're gonna wanna be hitting things a little bit slower, just so that you can start getting more familiar with the actual motion of pulling and getting in that habit. Once you start adding speed into it, that's when it comes into play with making sure that you're spotting your landing. Another important thing to note after you practice going off a jump a couple times on the slower end and pulling is when you hit your jump, you're not gonna wanna land with your back wheel first, because as we all know, it's gonna be kind of like a loop out. You're gonna go like that at the bottom of transition. So you wanna be able to kind of angle your bike a little bit more. This is when your bike control is gonna come into play. So as you go up, it's gonna look something like up the lip, spot your landing, and then follow that. You want to sort of follow that angle with your bike when you see the backside, which is why it is so important to spot your landing. So you guys are going to see right now when I do it again, that is kind of the process that you always want to be following.
I try to keep all of my jumps very uniform, which is why every jump I approach, I have my pedals even, explode off of the lip, absorb my bike, spot my landing at the apex of my jump, and gain as much backside as possible.
Much like everything, practice makes progress. The more that you do something, the more familiar you're going to get with it, the more you're going to be able to push that comfort zone and push those limits. So that's just something to keep in mind, but those are pretty much the fundamentals there. If you guys have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comments, DM me, whatever. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure to like, subscribe, all that good stuff, and I will catch you guys on the next one.